Hey everybody, welcome back to Origami Twist. Today's video is the Ninja Star. Okay, you need two square sheets of paper. These are 15 centimeters by 15 centimeters, but as long as they're square, you should be all right. Cardstock will not work for this one. At least it won't work very well. So you want to use either the lightest weight paper you can, or that regular copy paper is fine. So fold your square in half, open it up, turn it 90 degrees, and fold the square in half again. Creasing all the way, just like that. Open up your paper and now take the edge and fold it into that middle line. Now if you've done a bit of origami before, you'll notice that these are not new folds. They're not super complicated folds, which is good news, isn't it? Right? You can do this. Okay, and then same thing with the other one. Fold it in half. Open it up. We're doing exactly the same thing. Folding in half again. Turning 90 degrees, folding in half again, and creasing. Open it up and fold the edge into the middle and crease. Turn it around and fold the edge into the middle. Okay, here's where it gets tricky, and this is where everyone seems to have trouble with it, if they're going to have trouble with it. So if you can make it through this, you'll be fine. All you have to do is follow the steps in order. So we're going to start with the purple paper here. And if you notice, I have the two papers on top of each other, or next to each other. The reason for that is because we're going to be doing some mirror image folding, and it helps to be able to see one to be able to get the other correct. So go ahead and fold up to make a skinny rectangle with the top one, and fold down with the bottom one. Okay? Now we're going to focus on the left-hand side of the paper. You're going to take this corner and bring it down to the bottom of the purple paper. Pivoting at this bottom left-hand corner of the purple paper, and essentially this edge, this left edge where my finger is going to meet the bottom of the paper. Just like that, nice and neatly, and crease. Okay? And the bottom paper, the blue one, is going to fold up to meet the top of the blue paper, like this. So the edge is going to come up here and meet the top of the blue paper. Now if you've noticed, we've now created an arrow. This is a good place to pause. Go ahead and get up to this step and we'll move on to the next step. Okay, now that we've done the arrow bit, we're going to go to the other end of the paper, and we're going to do the opposite of this. So instead of going to the top, we're going to go to the bottom and take that bottom corner of the purple paper and bring it up to the top of the purple paper. So we take the edge and bring it up to the top. Now, you've probably already figured it out, but essentially this is going to make an actual arrow shape by taking this corner and bringing it down to the bottom of the blue. So you're taking the edge of the blue paper and lining it up with the bottom of the blue paper. And in this case, it's pivoting on this bottom right-hand corner. So there we go, we've got an arrow. So as long as you've made an arrow and it looks like this, you're ready to move on to the next step. Now this is where, I don't know if you can notice, there's a little subtle crease in the paper here. This is where that crease comes out. So you'll be able to see yours better on your own paper, but essentially there's a crease on both of these pages and it's right in the middle. That's very important because that is where we're going to fold next. The next step is again with the opposites. Whereas here we went down and up to make opposites, now instead of down we're going to go up here. And by doing that, we're going to take this bottom edge of the purple, lining it up with the middle, and when you do that, and making sure this creates a point over here on the left, that's a good reference point. When you do, and you crease it, you'll notice you kind of have what looks like a little sort of an L shape, or a little baby pram almost, or baby stroller, kind of looks like a baby stroller. And then we're going to do the mirror image, which is, instead of going up like we did here, we're going to go down. So again, it's all about the opposites. And like I said, taking notes is probably your best bet for remembering this. At least it was for me. So now we've got an upside down baby pram. So if we turned it over, we've got two of them, see? Mirror image. Now again with the opposites, rather than going up, because that's not opposite, we went up before, we're going to go down. And again, same kind of thing. This top edge here is going to line up with the middle of this paper. And when it does, you're going to make a nice, neat little, again, reference point. It's making a point over here, and it's lining up really well here. Okay, so that's gone down, and now this one is going to go up. You guessed it, opposites. So now I'm going to hold them next to each other, and if you'll notice that one makes like an S shape and the other one makes like a Z shape. Take the one that makes the S shape and turn it over. Now take the Z shape and put it over the horizontal version of that S, so like this. Now all we have to do is connect the two. So we'll start with the right hand side. We're going to take this triangle and we're going to fold along this line that's already created. So no thinking necessary anymore. Don't even have to worry about it. You just fold along the line and it comes down. Now we're going to tuck it under this flap here because that's what's going to lock it in place as we create the ninja star. And we're going to do the same on this side, following the line that's already been created. Fold up on the purple, like that, and tuck it under this top flap to lock it in place. Now turn your paper over, and you'll notice that you're in a new position. You might have to slide this up and down a little bit to get it to fit. But you'll notice that you've got triangles here with the blue, sort of like you did with the purple. Follow your instinct. Fold along that line and tuck into this little pocket that's been created. Now, just a quick tip for sanity purposes. I sometimes put a, this is a hole piercer, and I just stick it in to create a bigger gap there so it's easier to put the paper into. But if you've got a toothpick or a kebab skewer or something like that, that would work too. But you just want to open that pocket up and slide in the triangle. And this next one is the hardest one of the whole thing because it's of course tight, so you're having to sort of, you know, make it work at this stage. And you fold it over just along that line, just like we did before. And again, if you've got a paper piercer or something to open up that hole a little bit, that helps. And pop your triangle in there, and that will lock in place your ninja star. And you did it. The first three are the hardest. If you can make it through the first three, you'll be showing all your friends how to do this in no time and doing all kinds of creative things with it. It makes a good four-pointed star. Little flower maybe on a card would be really cute, especially if you had patterned paper. But there you go. That is the Shuriken or ninja star. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Have a great day, and I will be back soon with another video. Take care.